Next time I'm gonna book a stand.
No. Well, this is gonna evolve. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time.
No.
Shipped. You know what they say? Shipped is better than perfect.
What'd you say?
Shipped is better than perfect. Like if you wait to make something perfect, you'll never ship it out. You'll never finish it.
Fair.
So it's why it's
Totally
shipped.
fair.
Better.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunday Scaries.
Welcome to the Fear Zone Sunday Scaries. Got the weight of the week, it's heavy you carry. Monday mornings like a ghost in the room.
So the package I received today was diabolical.
Who was the package from?
Reebok. They should be ashamed of themselves.
What did they do?
First of all, it was one pair of shoes in a box this big.
Oh, that's a lot, yeah.
The tape was like falling off, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Like, am I even gonna have shoes in the box?" Like, thinking somebody opened it, whatever. But they should just their warehouse should just be ashamed of themselves.
Fuck you, Reebok.
Go Nike. Jordan's Beach.
Reebok can suck it.
And that's how you get sponsors. We push
And
potential
that's how we
sponsors
get a
to do
sponsor.
better,
Right.
And that's how it goes.
Don't you bring your trash sponsorship to our show. Don't you dare.
Fucked up boxes.
We have standards
Cheap brand opportunity. We don't want them.
at all. Well, welcome to Sunday Scaries.
Welcome.
An amazingly named podcast, I might add. Put together, by our good friend Lauren Hunter here. And I have no idea what Sunday Scaries means.
This is good. I like this.
Do we want to all say what we define Sunday Scaries as, or do you want to
lead it?
One of us,
Just like,
sure.
or Kendra, or you want to?
And lean into the microphone
No,
when you talk.
Well, I'm not trying to put you on. Wait, do you know what Sunday Scaries are?
You don't know what Sunday Scaries are? Wait, you don't know what Sunday Scaries are?
Oh my god!
Apparently.
Yeah, you guys have a private text message thread and you didn't include us because we're the blacks. I don't know.
Because if I had to guess, right, I would think Sunday Scaries are like you're terrified that you have to go to work tomorrow because it's
Essentially,
Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like anxiety.
It's the anxiety of the week starting.
So you could be in high school and have Sunday Scaries because you're like really nervous about a test on Tuesday or
Well, hell yeah. I definitely have a Sunday Scary.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Oh, you want to leave with it?
No, I'm just saying mine are very different than
I have one right now. So the other day, I go by the name of Head Crack. We should all introduce each other. I'm Head Crack.
I'm Lauren.
I'm just Kendra.
I'm just Tanner.
So the other day, I'm trying to expand my acting, portion of my portfolio.
Yeah.
And a good friend of mine who's working on a movie hit me up and is like, hey, listen, we want to give you this part. Because I always complain that I always play a variant version of myself and stuff. Mm-hmm. So he gave me a part where I had to play a dude who was fresh out of jail who was bullying a dude. I can't give you the plot. However, he wanted me to do a self-tape, which I've seen those done before. But a lot of times you're doing a monologue. Yeah. And there was 3 other parts in this thing. So I'm like, I could do the self-tape that everyone would do and leave blank spaces where the other parts are supposed to go. I shot the whole scene and I played all the parts.
Bless your heart. That's not how it's supposed to go, friends.
But then I used AI video to be the people.
Oh,
and then I overdubbed the voices using an effect in CapCut. And I just knew they was going to be proud of what I turned in. Yeah. And then as the plane was landing, because I edited it on a plane as I was going out of town, and I let him know that he got it because I told him I was going to give it to him on Friday, right? And then as I was leaving to come back from where I came from, when the plane landed, he's like, hey man, me and the team love the video, but we was wondering if you could do a more traditional self-tape.
We have a reader and they read the thing.
You're just no, I just figured that just to see what you thought.
I was thinking, I'm always a self-doubter, so I was like, well, if you liked my performance, I shouldn't have to do another self-tape. So apparently I was bad and the format wasn't good.
Nah, I'm sure you weren't bad. It's a bit of a, I did the LA thing for a long, long time.
Okay.
Do you have it right here?
I do have it right here. If you want to react to it in real time, we can even pop it up on the screen when it's time.
I like that you made you used AI to animate your audition.
Yeah, because that's just where we are in the world right now. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, because it's gonna. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right.
We done stabbed in the pen. Niggas is out here killing these bitch ass niggas. It's Shad, baby. Huh? What is he doing here? Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I know that nigga's
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
No, you just said you beat his ass.
You did all the voices?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, good for you.
Yeah.
Come on, knock a head, bro. What up? No, I'm sorry about what happened at the shop. I shouldn't have been playing.
See, that's it right there.
Yeah, that's what they're looking
That's what
for.
they want.
So I shouldn't have did all the other parts.
No.
No, you should have. You have readers.
Okay, there was more to it than about I don't want to eat up the time, but like I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
You're like you know how when you like really confident about something.
Yeah.
I hit send so hard.
Did that? Yeah.
So now I'm terrified doing an even worse job as I have to do this self tape later this week, and that's my.
It actually would be easier.
A lot easier.
Yeah, you have a reader, and then you would be talking to your reader, and the reader will play all the people that you
I will
know.
help you do this if you
Yeah.
need help to do it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Super easy.
I will accept said help.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Super
things I
easy.
learned in ayahuasca ceremonies. Like
There we
you
go.
gotta accept help.
That's
So wait, you got a
terrifying.
upcoming audition. That's your Sunday scary.
That's my Sunday scare.
Got it. Okay, there we go.
Terrified of it. Like it's too new. It's too new. You know what I mean? Like, and it's one thing when you got to show up and do what you are used to doing.
Yeah.
It's another thing where you got to be somebody completely else. Like maybe my voice sounded that way that day because I don't know the pollen count.
Right.
And maybe I can't hit that same level of gruffness to sound
There you
like
go.
somebody.
The air
You
quality
know.
was bad that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, what are mine? I feel like I have so many of them. Well, my children go back to school tomorrow, which is not a Sunday scary, but I had to make lunch for the first time in like 10 days. And I hate making lunch. Hate it. I've talked about it before. Don't like it. And I don't know, just having to get them up and off to school in the morning, I guess.
routine.
Yeah, the kid routine, because as you guys know, Lennon, my littlest one, is, I mean, you met her, you saw her, the worst to get ready in the morning.
It's always the smallest child that will give you the biggest.
No,
problems.
really. Like, I have to do like a meditation before I go in her room in the mornings.
In and out.
And then I just tell her to fuck off because it's so frustrating.
The kids that you tell fuck off to, those are going to be the ones you have to worry about the least when they get older.
No, she could set a house on fire and walk away and be completely unfazed by it.
Okay.
I mean, you know your kids.
And then the other one would come running to me to tell me that she did it. So those are the dynamics of my two children. 4 and 2.5. Can't wait for high school.
You got a ways to go for it.
No, they're both going to boarding school. It's fine. Shipping them off.
I've heard about those.
Shipping them off. And not like the fancy kind where they ride ponies, like military boarding school.
Like Matilda? Was Matilda,
Yeah,
was
sure.
Matilda in a boarding school?
No, it wasn't boarding school, but
She was an orphanage or something, right?
no,
No,
it was.
Matilda, she just had terrible parents.
But where'd she go with Miss Turnbuckle, Miss Trumbull?
I only saw it like one time.
The Trunchbull.
Trunchbull was the mean lady, and then
She was the principal.
She yeeted the kids over the fence by their
She
hair.
sure as hell did. She sure as hell did.
And then she had
was Olympic.
and then she had
Stop
the
putting her some
closet
shit.
with the spikes that they would go in
Yeah,
when they
the
got in trouble. The chokey, yes. Oh, the
yeah.
chokey.
Yep.
Okay, Kendra, what are your scaries?
Okay, so I'm off on Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
So, and then I work from home on Tuesday.
Okay, we got a nice ease into it.
Yeah, so my life is pretty easy. I guess I'm scared of my cat deciding that she hates me forever. Does that mean something?
What did you do to where the cat turned
So
on
I'm
you?
always at my boyfriend's house.
Okay.
And I went home to go get the microphone that we did not use because it was a piece of shit. Anyway,
It wasn't that. It needed a different attachment than what we actually needed to do what we was trying to do here today.
tomato. Anyway, so I went home to go get the microphone, and she like cried to me, and I was like, "Oh my baby," and then she wanted to go back outside, and I was like, "Oh my baby, I gotta go." And I said, "I'll see you later. Love you so much."
Do you think cats have feelings? Is
Oh,
that why
yeah.
you think she hates you?
Yeah, she does. First of all, fuck the both of y'all. Okay? She has feelings. She has feelings, and she loves me.
I think cats have the most feelings out of like.
Yeah.
I mean, neck and neck with dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I do feel like, but they're also the most low maintenance animals
They
available.
are.
They're like the cactus of pets.
They really
Fair.
are.
Yeah, cats are cactuses. That's absolutely.
Yeah.
The dogs have all positive feelings. Like even when something's bad, they're like, but really, it's just like a cat has like mostly negative feelings, and they're like, I would if I was bigger, I'd fuck you up.
No, yeah, I wouldn't want to be smaller than my cat. That's legit.
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
cat-
Yeah. She's terrifying.
Cats are the ones that'll eat your eyes after you die.
No, yeah, I
You
don't.
stay in the house too long. Cats will eat you.
She will eat you. Yeah.
That's
She's,
fact.
Dogs will do that too. I read a story a long time ago where like a dude had a dead arm, right? And there was a little bit of sauce on it. And the dog like chewed it, gnawed away like at like most of the hand.
that's disgusting.
And like when the guy like finally woke up, he just was left with like a bony nub of what used to be his hand. And
Because the dog ate his arm. Oh.
yeah, because like just imagine if like like your dog is like chewing on you and you do have no feeling and said limb and
To tell them
you don't
to
tell
sit
them to
down.
stop, so they'll just keep going.
just
Now you're a
ate
chew
it.
toy.
Yeah. That's too long of a nap. Also, to
Yeah.
take.
Full fledged coma.
Get your hand chewed off.
Yeah.
Also, why are you walking around with a dead arm?
Sometimes it happens.
Fair
Let's
questions.
ask. Let's
Let's ask the important questions,
circle
Sanders.
back around.
Yo, the Asian kid, Fresh Kid Ice from 2 Live Crew, his arm was dead the
I
entire
can't
time.
put you in the arm in the you channel Yin Yang Twins and
Yin
I
Yang
can't.
Twin got a little like
What do you mean, like a dead? What?
So Fresh Kid Ice from the 2 Live Crew like got shot in a war or something like that because he was in the military, and like anytime you look at him, he had his arm in a sling. He wasn't doing that to be cool. Like the arm was like a cattail with no control. Like he couldn't do nothing with it. So yeah, like and he died. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
They say when you lose a limb or a limb is messed up, it trim off years of your life. So he didn't
okay.
die immediately, but years later he died, and I'm sure because the arm was already
Yeah,
halfway
because he was
there.
already 25% there.
Yeah.
Hell.
Rest in peace, Fresh Kid Ice.
Recipe.
Yes, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah. R.I.P. Right arm.
What's your Sunday scary?
Sorry. My Sunday scaries. You know what? I don't know. I'm always like, I have a decent amount of imposter syndrome. And so I'm always confident that I'm not going to have anything. I'm 100% confident that this will be the week where I show up and I suck at work. That's just every Sunday night. I'm like, I'm going to be terrible this week. Then one of my other Sunday scaries. That's the main one. It was always like something school related or something like work related. Like I'm going to be terrible. I'm going to fuck it up this week. Or, what else? That's the main one. Or that I'm forgetting something. I'm very forgetful. So that I'm just somebody will call me and be like, hey, we need you in 10 minutes. Where are you? And I'm waking up in bed. I'm like, huh? It's that's it.
That's a common theme
Yeah.
in the business. Like everyone always feels like they're not supposed to be. Because I've gone through that all the time too. Like there's certain days how the hell am I on television?
Yeah.
How the hell did this order or sequence of events happen? And when will someone realize that I bullshitted my way through all of this?
Someone's eventually going to realize the trick.
Well, no, I mean, in my life now is very different than it was 10 years ago when I worked. Living in New York City as a 24-year-old, I mean, talk about Sunday scaries. You'd start partying on Thursday night, into Friday into Saturday into Sunday, because everybody knows that brunch at Bagatelle or whatever those places are called is where it's at on Sundays. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to work tomorrow. And I would think of a million reasons to not go to work. And we worked on China time because I worked in fashion. And so my emails would start coming in at about 6:30 Sunday night for Monday.
Oh, wait, I was going to say, your
No, go ahead and say it. Say
emails are
it.
coming in at a...
Yo!
Don't syllable part.
Not a reverend. I'm sorry. I'm giving more work. I'm giving more work. I'm sorry. Yo.
No, and that's when my Sunday scaries would really start.
Yo, real quick, I have to ask because, so would you dealing with the Chinese fashion industry, right?
So all of our factories were in China. So, we're here in the U.S. and communication-wise, they're 12 hours ahead. And daylight savings time, they're actually 13 hours ahead, which
They don't have time.
Thanks,
zones,
Clinton.
do they?
no.
In China, they don't.
China
No.
doesn't have time.
Same time o'clock every time.
time,
They
Yep.
don't
China.
never. Really?
But like when we have daylight savings, it goes to 13 hours. So it's whatever again. And finally I learned to turn the notifications off on my phone because I'd literally lay in bed like this. Oh my God.
Someone's gonna hit you.
I really don't want to look at these emails tomorrow because they were usually bad news about things.
Were they at least in English?
Very broken English. Yes, because
Can you please
they
give
would.
us an example?
God, I wish I could go back in my phone and show you. But I remember vividly.
Kids tired of
No,
Jews.
because
Hands bleeding.
Lauren wakes up in the middle of the night, she goes over, and she's like, "Tell those little brats, those tiny, tiny fingers."
Right. Be thankful you have a job, bitch.
You kids are the reason why I don't have kids now.
no, but everything, like I would write an email in English, it would be translated to Chinese and vice versa. And I wish I remembered what they were. I mean, like I'd have to read them 10 times over to like make out like what even they were saying. Yeah, and I don't know that kids worked in the factories, but what people would do is around Chinese New Year, they would go home and not return. So around the holiday, these people would go home to visit their families because like where the factories were like 2+ hours away from where they lived, and so they never saw their families. So like Chinese New Year, they get like a big break.
Yeah.
And they would leave and not come back.
like
So
quiet
like
quitting.
come
Yeah.
February 1st, like it's going, well, and they would give themselves the most basic American names like that we would call them by. So like, you know, Hung Jun whatever was Jill. And then we had Susan and David. And then come February, Jill, Susan, and David were no longer.
So
No,
did
it
they
was
send
new
back
people.
to recast
They would have
or
new people
reprise the
come.
roles of David and, like,
But it
were
was
they-
very confusing because I'm like, wait a second. Like, you know, we did a lot of, so I worked, okay, let me backtrack. I worked in New York. I worked for 2 different manufacturing, like wholesale manufacturing companies. And so a lot of my emails were approving samples, you know, communication with, you know, like shipping, because we had clients like Forever 21. You know, you ship to like 11 different countries. Every country had a different colored tape that had to go on the outside box of the thing. So like I'm reading a 200-page like shipping manual, communicating with so-and-so, and then come February, so-and-so is gone. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to go and explain all of this now.
to a brand new person.
Because, I mean, if you look at your clothing label, like depending on what the brand is, they have to have the washing instructions
Right.
in 5 to 10 different languages. There's all these rules.
Yo, they got mad language. This
Yeah,
side is
well, there you
long.
go. That's because it's probably in, I think it's 10 or 11 different languages.
Well,
I don't know.
that's-
I don't miss it.
That's a lot. That's a
No,
whole lot.
I don't miss it. It feels like another life.
That's
It's
a
fine.
very serious thing to have anxiety about.
I'd rather-
Kendra's got a cat.
I know it's coming back over here. I knew that. I felt that one in the spirit.
Kendra's little friend.
This was going back
Right
10
for
years
baby
though.
Minnie.
I'm complaining about my 2.5-year-old.
I don't have no kid.
Cats are fur babies.
Yes,
Fair.
let me think.
That's fine.
Okay, I had a dream. I don't know if this is a Sunday scary, but I had a dream last night that my boyfriend broke up with me, and my mom gave my sister the house.
As long as you're not mad at him in real life because of the dream.
I did cry a little bit. I can't hold you. Yeah, I did cry. It was little tears, grown woman tears, and I was like, "Don't ever leave me." And he was like, "Ah." "I'm just kidding." He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Y'all are such a cute couple, by the
Aw,
way.
thanks.
You are.
So, like, you know, we all brought together through comedy, and like, we got to see Kendra and her boyfriend perform last week, and like, they referenced each other in their sets.
Oh, yeah.
And,
That's just so
it was adorbs,
cute.
as the kids say.
I love him. Aw.
Should we hit the bowl?
Yeah, we should hit the ball. And not that kind of ball.
I was like, yo, like,
Yeah, right? I know. I mean, I would.
What is in the bowl?
So,
That's a good question.
for those of you listening, which hopefully lots of you are, we gathered many different questions that we are going to randomly select and answer as best as we can.
All right.
Right? I mean, that was
Where
kind
the
of our,
conversation
yeah, and have a conversation about it
Okay. We'll go
and see where it goes.
draw first blood.
Yeah, draw. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Fish bowl, fish bowl.
Fish bowl, fish bowl.
Fish bowl.
I love it. Branding.
Okay.
Long
Oh,
one.
all right.
It looks like a fortune cookie paper. I don't know if that's from
Kind
your,
of.
your Chinese retail. Like you type
Nope,
these.
just printed them out on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut them. Okay, if you were a kitchen appliance or office supply, which one would you be?
If you're a kitchen
Appliance or office supply, which would you be?
Oh, that's good.
I already have mine.
Oh.
Come with
Okay,
it, Kendra.
Kendra, go.
I'd be a blender
Okay.
because I shake shit up and sometimes I destroy shit.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, a blender used for healthy breakfast smoothies and margaritas.
There you go.
Pick your poison.
It's always liquor, but you never know.
Oh, yo, for me, I would go with the air fryer because it's a wonder tool. It can make so many different things happen. It doesn't limit itself to just like one particular like skill set. Like we're steaming, we're heating things up, we're making things crispy, we're drying things out. Whatever you want to do, the air fryer can do it all. And I feel like being anywhere in entertainment in 2024, you have to know how to tap dance, sell flat tummy tea, do it all as a human.
Fair.
So yeah, air fryer, man. And until they come out with something new and cooler.
Cool.
I think I would be like a printer, scanner, copier kind of trio because you get all of like the insight. People are going and whether it's good news, bad news, you have all the intel first before it goes out to like everybody else. And then you've got like the perverts who go and like sit on top and, give you a show.
Is that you handle the perverts as well?
I mean, I guess.
Was that commonplace in the workplace where like you get like ass copies?
That's one of the things in the bowl about bad jobs, and I'm hoping we select that one at some point because I have stories. Many stories.
Kitchen appliance or office supply? Kitchen appliance or office supply? I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like a plastic cup. I feel like I'm the plastic cup that you had, and I sit in the back of the cabinet. But I've been there a long time.
There you go.
And you're emotionally attached, so you're not going to get rid of me. But you also
I need this.
Yeah. You're not going to break me out in front of company. But like, I'm always there for like a nice cocktail or like your protein shake.
Okay, so the emotional support plastic
Yeah,
cup.
I'm
Okay, fine.
plastic cup.
There you go.
Fair.
Because this is the true story. So I only had like 2 cups.
Okay.
2 plastic cups. Because I just moved. I just moved to Atlanta like a year and a half ago.
Oh, yeah.
And then my ex started making fun of me. And so I went and bought a whole bunch of glasses.
We miss you, Russian doll.
Yeah. She never saw them. She never got to see all the glasses.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Oh, man. She gonna love these. Oh, it's tough.
Are they still in the box or are they in the
They're
cabinet?
in the cabinet.
Okay.
Exactly.
Waiting for her to open
You know
them.
why? Because I use one damn plastic
Oh.
cover. Why is that at all?
It's fine.
How much of a deal breaker was that for her, you think?
No, I think it was one of those things where it was just like at first, like she probably clocked it that I didn't have a lot of like fancy like I had fancy knives, but I didn't have a ton of plates, didn't have a ton of cups.
Well, it's just you. What do you need it for?
Exactly. But I think it was like how like there's like your honeymoon phase, you come out of the honeymoon phase, and there's like different levels to it, and then eventually like people start like letting you know like little subtle things, and I think she like clocked it and like kind of let that out at a certain point. I was like, okay, also fair criticism, like. If you were dating a dude and he like didn't have a bed frame, at a certain point you have to say, let's
Go to IKEA first. Let's do something.
yeah. And so it's like I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I had a bed frame.
You're a grown man.
Okay.
Let's go get you a bed.
I think sometimes those cultural differences be wild because when you come from a place where like the main like consumable food is potato, you know what I mean, and then you come to us, no, I need a guy who has 5 plates at least, because like this is my version of the American dream,
right?
Unlimited cups, variety of food. plates,
Yeah.
bed frames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toilet tissue.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
And it's interesting
fashion.
because John and I, John being my husband, have been together since we were 24, so going on 12 years now.
Congrats.
And yeah, woohoo.
That sounds great.
Our relationship, what did I say the other night? That can be bat mitzvah this year because it's 12. It'll be 12. No, but he lived in a tiny apartment in the Lower East Side. Mm-hmm. The location was awesome, but like his bedroom was, I think, a closet. Mm-hmm. That they, you know, like people did all kind of shit in New York to like make things work. But like, I was telling my mom this the other day because his bed was up against a radiator and he would get nosebleeds because the air was, you know, in the wintertime, like you don't have control over the air and the heat, like in the building, and like the really old buildings, you can't control like the air and the heat. And so like, yeah. And so it was so dry, but there was nowhere else to put his bed.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just remember going over there thinking like, God, am I going to spend the night here? And I actually would go, their bathroom was so gross that I would actually go to the bodega around the corner to go to the bathroom.
Bodega bathroom.
The bodega bathroom was a safer place than their apartment bathroom.
I wonder
That's disgusting.
if the old dude working at the bodega, like saw you coming and he knew. Like, did he know?
Well, I would always buy snacks on my way out.
Yeah, but he knew you were there.
Oh, totally. I told him.
Fucking.
The bodega guy?
Yeah, the bodega guy.
Oh, yeah.
The bodega guy was like,
He was walking
you know, first off, he was like, thank you for employing my grandkids.
Anyway.
Lord.
The times have changed.
Amen.
I'm so glad you bought yourself some glasses.
Amen.
Like, salute to women for keeping guys together because, like, we don't know.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
Like, I had a futon bed for the longest time, and it took my wife like almost like physically bringing me to a furniture store to like upgrade the situation because I needed a situation where like couch by day,
bed by night. Totally.
And you know, I used to sleep on the floor, not like as an adult, but as a kid. So like, I didn't need much. I didn't need much to survive.
It's just an upgrade. This is good,
Guys, we don't clean baseboards, and we just think that they get gray over time because just time.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
What do you,
Oh, bless your heart.
wait, they don't. Like,
No,
what do they-
friend.
Like, anytime you see a perfectly white baseboard, there's a woman who's on top of it, or possibly a cleaning crew that comes by on a regular basis. Because, like, I don't know, we don't bend down that low.
I've never cleaned a baseboard.
Neither have I. Only if, like, if a notable like thing drops and splashes on said baseboard, like I'm not going to just let that be a logo on the baseboard now. Like I'm gonna clean that up. But
I will say I probably care more now, like about just cleanliness because of the kids. Like any surface is unsafe when you have children.
Okay, let me hit you with this though, because here's the thing. Just to piggyback off of what HK was saying, it's like there's for like guys, there gets to be like this is what we need to operate, and then often and that's just fine. We don't think that it's fancy, but we know that this is good just to get us by,
Fair.
to live our life. But then often when women come into the situation, they're just like. Just like could not believe. So what is like the bare minimum operating scenario for women in this situation? Like, do we have to have fancy, fine dishware, then clean baseboards?
No. Again, my frame of reference is so I feel like different. I feel like you and I might have different opinions.
Maybe.
No, but I remember so. That was one apartment, and then they converted a 1-bedroom apartment into a 3-bedroom apartment. Oh. Which in New York, very common. Like you save yourself some money. Like the location was great, Soho, like on Mulberry Street. And their one roommate who was on the larger side had the bedroom that had no windows. It was just walls. Mm-hmm. And this kid was such a slob that I went out and bought like new toothpaste. I bought them all new toothbrushes. Just like bare minimum, like for a woman to have or for a man to have, like when you're in a relationship.
First off, for you to buy the new toothbrushes.
Oh, it was disgusting because I spent.
the whiskers were pointing out to the side. like
It's been time.
Oh, and then it would it would leak like everywhere, and I somewhat felt like they did it on purpose so that I wouldn't stay there, like when I would.
I don't know. Men are just gross.
Yeah, sometimes it's
Can
how
you
we
imagine
roll.
being gross for spite?
Yes.
No, I can't because like anytime I've ever been in a space of being gross, I had no idea.
And don't even get me started on the refrigerator and the wet towels.
Yeah, that's
Let me ask you. Okay.
Do you like when you shower? Do you like hang up your towel like on the hook, or do you just drop it somewhere and just wait? Yeah,
That's disgusting.
Hang it up.
No, I'm saying you just
or like
drop it somewhere
wet
that's
on the
dirty.
bed.
Oh yeah, you drop it. That's gross.
That's gross.
What are your okay? Hold on, we got two ladies here. What are the top 3 icks when you first enter a guy's house? Like the things that you immediately identify that you're like, the top 3 things that are no's, and then maybe the top 3 things that are like, oh yeah.
The carpet is disgusting.
okay.
Definitely.
That's like I'm not taking my shoes off in here. No, no, no.
Okay. Ick number 1.
or the like even the furniture.
Yeah, if
Like
it's nasty.
I don't like unidentified.
Describe a bad piece of furniture.
Like just unidentified like substances on said furniture.
Like weird stains.
Like yeah,
Florida shake
Especially
stains.
white
that you
stains,
need
hard
like
pass.
the light for to just make sure that it's good to sit on.
I think the next version of the iPhone should have a blue light.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I
feature
agree.
on there. That would
Fair.
be so dope. Because like I bet you a lot of times we walk into gross situations and we have no idea how close we are to getting pregnant from being where we are. You know.
True, very true.
Okay, so we've got carpet, furniture.
I also think like dirty dishes in the sink. Like
Okay, hold on a
like
second.
what?
How well like
If you know that you have a lady friend coming over and
yeah,
you
okay,
don't
that's
take
fair.
10 minutes to just, even if you put them in the
I
dishwasher,
might leave a pan. I might leave one pan in the bottom of a sink with water in it because I'm letting it soak. That way
Okay.
she knows that
fine.
just like a stack is bad.
Oh, he
Obviously.
cooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine. And then back to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, I call them
Bathroom's gross.
pubic hairs. They're not pubic hairs, but like when you shave and like you leave them like
they're
scattered,
everywhere.
it doesn't matter. Clean them up.
Do you understand?
I mean, but yo,
No, I
listen.
don't.
There's also situations where like you'll go to a female's house and like there'll be like mad female hair in the sink.
Fair.
Yeah, that's gross
This
too.
is true.
Women's bathrooms are
They're
disgusting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could talk to you about this for hours. Like, I go to the gym and like the woman's bath, it's disgusting.
I've heard rumors.
Oh my God, it is actually gross.
Because I used to have this image
And
in
shameful.
my head that women's
Ladies-
bathrooms were like, you know, cue the classical angelic music.
Oh no. No. Ladies, if you're listening, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Disgusting. They don't flush the toilets.
Yeah.
They leave for the sake of the No. I go in there and the toilet's not flushed. They're feminine products,
Oh my
if
Lord.
you will.
That has happened to me.
Oh
one
my
time.
God, it's just
college.
It is. I'm not kidding you. No, these are grown ass women, and there's like pee all over the seat.
Yeah, it's gross.
How?
Are they hovering?
Sure, but like turn around and wipe the seat off when you're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you
I don't
get
sit
pee
on
on the
public
seat
though.
as a female and you're sitting, I have so many questions.
Yeah, right.
If you're what?
If you're sitting and you still get pee on the seat as
Well,
a woman,
waywards.
They
they
hover.
hover.
I've heard someone say
Hit
that
a squat.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't sit on public toilets. No.
Oh, no.
Based off what y'all saying, I
No,
wouldn't
no,
if I was y'all
no,
either.
no,
like
no.
when you met your dude and you went to his crib for the first time, did he have it together, or like were you making corrections in your head as to where you can see some improvements?
Okay, this is gonna be fucked up. I'm just gonna put that out there.
This is what we need. This is
Okay.
This is the good stuff.
So he had recently broken up with his ex.
Okay.
And so the shit was nice. I can't hold you. I walked in there, motherfucker, great. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Marcelo, you raggedy bitch. I really hate that hell. Forever. I don't know which camera to look at.
Is
I
it-
hate you, bitch. Forever. But like, it was like, you know, someone had clearly moved out. But there were like all the, you know, things that you needed for a house. So I didn't feel like I needed to like straighten up anything. It's like a lot of dog hair, but there's 2 dogs there.
I got it. There's 2 dogs.
Yeah, but other than that, no. I appreciate you, Marcella.
That's nice.
But you felt like she was the one who provided the infrastructure.
Yeah, and I just walked in there. Thanks for the baton, bitch, and started doing it myself. Now that's made in my image, like the Lord. I don't know. I just
Let's turn the question around to you two. Have you ever gone to a female's apartment or house and seen things that you're like, nope, I'm out?
I can give you a mixture of nope, I'm out, and okay, yeah, that's what's up. So historically, I've learned that if a woman's furniture cushions are mismatched, she will bang you like no one has ever banged you.
Oh,
before.
interesting.
Because she's doing it for survival.
thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like you were trying to complete your sofa cushion set. You want matching things in your house. You're going out for the gusto.
Mismatch.
That's a good question. So did you lose them? Do you take them out the
Are
house?
they stolen? Somebody stealing?
Donated
Because
things.
I'm like, what kind of dude are you messing with?
And then also too, if you ever go to like someone's house, male or female, and in the bathroom, you know how you got like the little hand pump soap.
Yeah.
If the soap has clearly been ran out and they mix it with water,
water.
just to like stretch a little bit of
my
soap
God.
that's there, like there might be some other like uncool, unsightly things going on there.
Yeah. Let me think.
Noted. I'm going to take notes the
Right.
next time I go to
I've
people's
definitely done
houses.
One time I wound up at a lady's place where like the bathroom door had been kicked in at the bottom. So like if someone was sitting on the toilet, you just look over there, you can see their legs.
Oh God!
That was a little bit of a red flag.
Did you ever find out why? Or
No,
who?
what is the story?
No, I can't tell that. I woke up there and I left. That's that story. Once upon a time, the end. If you, like if there are like burn stains on the carpet, that's bad. That it's just like chaos there.
What do you think the story is for the bird stains? Like, did she fall asleep with a cigarette in her
I was going to
hand?
say, like, what kind of burn
Cigarette in
stains?
hand, or like weed, or she used to play this game called Beerio Kart.
What?
This girl played Beerio Kart.
Okay.
What is
Which is like Mario Kart. So she had a Super Nintendo, and she hooked it up, and the way that it worked is like anytime you got spun out or anything or whatever, you had to drink. And so as you're playing Mario Kart, you're drinking and driving, and which makes the game a riot. But then she would also like smoke weed, and she had like bongs, and I think it would just like made the carpet dirty. So it's just like not a clean place. But she's also she also had like wigs and costumes. So balance.
There you go.
Okay,
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Balance. What else?
And how old were you when you?
What?
I'm asking how recent was
This
this
has been over a decade.
female? Okay, fine.
This has been a long time. I'm talking about my 20s now. What's another bad red flag at a woman's place? If I walk in and there's 2 cats, I begin judging.
Okay.
One cat's fine.
What does the second cat say about the person?
That's a good question, Tanner. Because I had 3 cats. I've had 3. Yeah, Minnie, Charming, and Shadow.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Was this a low point in your life?
No.
No, don't lie.
No.
Don't lie.
Shut up. Okay, I got the cats at a low point in my life.
That's what I'm talking
Okay, it was 2 girls. I thought Charming was a boy. I didn't know she was a girl until there were things coming out of her butt that were kittens. And I was like, oh my God. Oh no. And then I kept one of her kittens named Shadow. And then we moved off of MLK. And my cats were suburban cats.
Does that mean outside cats?
No, they were like inside outside cats, but I'm from Fayetteville, so it was like very suburby.
Sure.
And then we moved off of MLK, which is not. I was to say that it's not suburban. In fact, one time they stole a Porsche and like put it on cinder blocks across the street from the house we were renting, and then a police officer came over. Like, I was out because my roommate had a dog. Anyway, long story short, I was going to get the dog, and the police officer was like, hey, do you know anything about this car? And I was like, no, sir, I don't know anything about the car. And actually, please don't talk to me because people are watching and they're going to think I'm snitching. And I don't know shit. I don't know shit. Please, no. Anyway, so they were like apparently stray pit bulls that ran the neighborhood, and 2 of my cats succumbed.
You're describing a completely calm and non-chaotic scenario, which is what happens when someone's got 3 cats.
Shut up.
It's not always a personality thing, but you open yourself up for potential tragedy.
Yeah.
By pit bulls.
Super sad. R.I.P. Shadow and Charming.
If a woman has a tiny dog, that's a red flag.
What's wrong with the tiny dog?
Tiny dog. I mean, okay, well, it's not like there's small dogs, but then like teacup dogs.
Okay.
And I feel like, because like I love my mother to death, but she's got 2 tiny dogs. And the thing about tiny dogs is like I feel like that's people who want an accessory, not a pet.
Oh yeah, like
Teach them
the
to
women
sit,
who
they don't
push
teach
them
where
around
to
in
poop,
strollers.
poop, because they make little peas and little poops. So it's no big deal. I'll just clean it up.
Oh no, they put they put like wee wee pads
Yeah,
down.
exactly. It's disgusting.
It's so gross.
Teach your dog to go outside.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier said than done. We just
That's what
acquired
the
a new
tiny
dog, and like crazy thing is my new dog, which I thought was gonna be the same size as my old dog, and I don't have a tiny dog. It's not like a teacup Yorkie or anything. My first dog is a Shih Tzu, the one that got attacked by the coyote,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
then the new dog Trixie is now taller than my original dog, but this motherfucker refuses to shit outside.
Oh,
Like refuses. We took on a 1 mile walk today.
nothing.
And we came
Hell,
back
the whole-
And
went
she
to
pooped
work
in the
and
house?
Came back and like when I came back to get the cord so we could do the podcast,
She shit in
I
the
noticed
house?
that the dog shit in the house.
No way.
Like and I don't know how to like make her understand. Short of like throwing her outside
Right.
for the night, so she too can be attacked by a coyote, which in the long run will cost me money.
Right.
So because the kids like the dog, but I tell them all the time that the dog is my second least favorite ruffin in the house.
Oh, she should meet our other dog.
I let them think about it and argue.
Like me, you.
Classic.
It's probably you.
Like debate amongst yourselves.
Right.
You think you've got an answer? Come tell me.
Get back up. Awesome. Thanks. I just want to say thanks. Thanks for coming out to Sunday Scaries. We hope we alleviated your Sunday Scaries. Also, send us an email, send us a DM, send us a message. Tell us about your scaries or hit us with a question that we should try to answer.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could even send a video message to our
Oh, we're going to get one.
We will have an Instagram. Yes.
Cool.
Love a video question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interactive and stuff, and you can be featured as a part of like the Sunday Scary Cat.
There you go.
I like that.
You'll be in higher resolution than we are. Yeah.